Hello, I'm Brad of Brad's Vintage Collection. Today's video I'm going to talk about combo cards, or they're often also called multiplayer cards. And Topps started making those combo cards in the 1954 set, took a break for a couple of years and started making them again in 1957. The combo cards have always been some of my favorites. I really enjoy collecting those cards, and I've long been working on a project to try to get every Topps 50s and 60s combo cards with at least one Hall of Famer. And some of the reasons I like collecting them are the clever names, the awesome pictures of great players together on the same card, and a little bit the price. So in today's video, I'm going to go into a little analysis and show some slides of 6 of my favorite combo cards and kind of talk about why I think that they're of value. The first of these is the 1958 World Series batting foes. And looking at this card, it has Mantle and Aaron on it. And what I did for each of these is I went into VCP and I took the VCP 6 prices of these 6 cards. And I took the 2 players on it, in this case Mantle and Aaron, and then I took what the World Series batting foes card is. And in this video, there's actually going to be math, not high-level math, but you can see that the Aaron goes for $592, the Mantle goes for $1,708, but the foes only goes for $648.82. And if you look at that versus the $1,150 average price of the 2 regular cards, to me that's a bargain. I actually think that this card looks better than either the Mantle or the Aaron from the set, although the Aaron is really a beautiful card. But you get both of these guys for a fraction of the price of the average price of the 2 regular cards. All right, the next card I have is the 1959 NL Hitting Kings, and this card has Richie Ashburn and Willie Mays. And I really like the look of the card. I like the difference in height between Ashburn and Mays, and I really love the wool road jerseys on this card. So that's why I selected this one to talk about. And by the way, all the pictures of the cards in the video are cards from my collection. So if you look at the prices on this one, the Mays goes for $443.56. The Ashburn is a bargain in 1959 at $37.21. So if you average those 2 cards, it's $240.88 in a PSA 6 if I look at the average VCP price. The Kings card only sells for $54.82. So when you look at it compared to the average of the 2, it's just slightly above what the Ashburn costs, but you get Willie Mays as well, and I just really love the look of this card. Next up, we have the 1962 Manager's Dream. Manager's Dream is a really good title for a card. You can imagine having Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle in the same outfield, and in the 62 card, it's obviously taken at the All-Star game. It looks like you can even see Aaron behind them as an extra bonus, but I've always really liked this card. I like the layout of the 62s, and I really like the layout of the 62 combo cards with the circular name in the bottom of the card, and some of them actually in this year are horizontal cards that have multiplayers, but this one happens to be vertical. Looking at the VCP prices, the Mays goes for $608.47. The Mantle goes for $1,143, and if you divide them by 2, you get $876. And compare that to the price of the Manager's Dream at $361.75. And again, to me, this is a bargain. Way less than you could get either the Mays or the Mantle. You can get the Manager's Dream with both of them, and it's a great way to collect the premier Hall of Famers at a fraction of the cost. All right, next up we have the 1963 Power Plus, and some of my favorite combo cards are in 1963. I almost picked Pride of the NL with Musial and Mays, but I went with this one because of Ernie Banks, of course. So in this one you get Ernie Banks and you get Hank Aaron. And if you look in 63, the Aaron goes for $357, the Banks goes for $162. You divide those by 2, you get $259, and you can pick up the Power Plus for only $119. So really less than either of the 2 players, and a fraction of the price of the average of those 2 cards. So this one is another one that I find to be a steal compared to what the regular cards cost. All right, next up we have the 1964 Thompson NL, which is a beautiful card with Hank Aaron and Willie Mays. And by the way, this card was a gift from my brother for my birthday, so it's a real special card in my collection. If you look at it, in 1964, VCP 6 for Aaron is $251, for Mays it's $229. Divide those by 2 and you're at $240. This one isn't the extreme bargain the other ones are, but it's still $213 less than either of the two regular cards, and you get both Aaron and Mays on it. Finally, we have 1968 Superstars, and this card is the exception to the rule. This is the only one I looked at where the combo card is more than the players, and I think it's because Killebrew is just such a bargain in 1968. I'm looking at a Killebrew PSA 6 at $31, and that's a steal. It's actually a really nice looking Killebrew card, so to me that card is a real bargain. But in this one I divided by 3 because there's 3 players on it. So you take the Mantle's $527, the Mays is $165, and the Killebrew's $31, and you divide that by 3 and you get $241. And in this case, the Superstars is $287. So this is the only one where the math doesn't come out at an extreme bargain, but I'd still argue that getting those 3 players on one card for under $300 in a PSA 6 is really a deal. I hope you enjoyed looking at some of my favorite multiplayer or combo cards. As you can see, it's a great way to add Hall of Famers to your collection from the 50s and 60s Topps era, and really not have to pay nearly as much as it would be to get the players' regular cards. I think back in the day, one of the big appeals of the regular cards over the combo cards was that you could get the stats on the back, but now with the internet and us all having basically the baseball encyclopedia on our phone through Baseball Reference, I actually kind of think it's cooler to see the write-ups, because it's real easy to see the stats of the players today compared to what it was when these cards came out. But they're one of my favorite parts of my collection, and if you haven't already been collecting them, hopefully seeing some of these may spark some ideas of some cards you might want in your collection. Thanks a lot for watching.